This is a pick of power reading with a twist. It's called Fast and Furious. When I was in Prague about 3 years ago, I was walking away from the castle and I saw this woman doing tarot readings, and I chatted to her. We met up and we gave each other readings, and this is the method she used, which is Fast and Furious. So the way it works is you need to think of a number, 1, 2 or 3, and I'm going to do a separate reading for each number. So think of your issue, think of your number, so 1, 2 or 3, and then I'm going to do 3 separate readings, okay, for each number. Right, so if you chose pile 1 or number 1, okay, I do sense that something happened recently that had the effect of bringing your world crashing down. It's like you had it all and you lost it. There's also a sense here of losing the world to gain it. It's like in letting go of something, you allow something to come in. Yeah, I do sense the love interest here around you. It's coming across as being a masculine energy. But even though they've been holding back, the feeling here is as you let go, as you focus on yourself, I sense them then pouring out their feelings. It's like you gain more value in yourself. You know, from stepping back, they see you as being much rarer. So rather than like being a grain of sand on the beach, you become like a diamond on the beach. Yeah, you must be strong, okay? There's something here about you are going to draw a line in the sand here, okay, once and for all. Rather than ruling with your heart, you're going to start ruling with your mind here. I giggle because this also takes me back to Prague as well. This was about, 5 years ago. Again, I met a woman this time it's in a cafe. I take out my card. She sees me with my card. She comes over. Again, we give each other readings, okay? And she said it's all about acceptance, yeah? Once you accept a situation, it's going to change. It's a bit like you've got 2 ships in the ocean, okay? But the sea is choppy. The ocean is choppy. And one of the ships is you, and then the other ship is what you want. But once the ocean calms down, the ships can come together. So once you find a way to settle your mind, your emotions will settle. You go towards what you want, and what you want starts coming towards you. Yeah, this is very much about you stepping back here, okay? It's like you haven't been able to see the wood through the trees, okay? But in stepping back, you see the bigger picture, you gain more clarity, but also in stepping back, you start pulling them closer to you. And with the number 9, it's all about manifestation as well. So that was number 1. So again, a good shuffle. And this is for pile 2, or number 2. And do let me know which method you prefer. So, there's a lot of focus here on the past, okay? There's a lot of disappointments, heartache. But if you change your perspective, change your direction, there's 2 cups still standing here, okay? There's a lot of being stuck in the past or being stuck in your emotions here. You know, don't forget, if you change the way you look at something, then what you look at also changes, and the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. See, look, you're holding the house here. Okay, it's very much about you're going to think outside the box here. Okay, that's the energy which I get here. You're going to see things from a different perspective. It's also some news as well on the way. It's around security. So something you hear is going to give you more certainty here. Okay. It's also about some studying which you're going to be taking. You're going to learn something practical, I feel here. The sun is the best card in the pack, but it's upside down. There's a lot of clouds at the moment. Okay, it's like you can't see the wood for the trees. But don't forget, the sun is always there behind the clouds here. And the clouds very much represent your fears, your worries, your doubts. And once you face up to them, the clouds will disperse to reveal the sun, which is always there. It's very much about things that are going to come together for you within the next 2 months. Okay, because at the moment, it seems your heart is trying to go back. Your mind is trying to move forward. It's causing you this inner conflict, like being in a car, having your foot on the accelerator but hand on the handbrake. Yeah, but gently on the accelerator, gently off the handbrake, and then you kind of sort of move forward. So when your heart and mind work together, you gain this laser sharp focus where anything is possible. You're going to lose the world to gain it. You're going to let go of something, because you've been like a dog with a bone, okay? But once you let go of that bone, you're going to get something much better with more meat on it, okay? There's going to be developments here. Yeah, this is very much about out with the old, in with the new. It's like you shut one door to allow a new one to open. There's also something about this decluttering, just having a good sort out of things. So, let's do reading 3. Do a good shuffle. And let's have a look. I do sense a lot of giving here, okay? The more you give, the more they take. I mean, you would expect things back in equal measure, okay? But the feeling here is of you stepping back, things are going to change, the tables are going to turn, and you come sort of stepping back, you put yourself into that receiving mode, you know? Like in the old days with like a CB radio, we used to have a microphone with a button. So you press the button to talk, to give, but to receive, you have to let go of the button. So letting go, you allow what's yours to come towards you. You've got so much stored up. This is what I get here. Okay, it's there, it's waiting for you. Okay, and it's going to come when you step back. I do sense a lot of heartache here. Okay, it's very much about this disconnection here with a love interest. It could be the end of a relationship or just going through a rough patch at the moment. It's like you're not getting the certainty or like commitment you desire. However, this is all about good news around a love situation, okay? But I also get fish out of water. And it's like you do something which you don't normally do, okay? And it's not direct action I get here. It's more about you stepping back, you focusing on yourself, you thinking about yourself a lot more than them, okay? So rather than putting them on a pedestal, you put yourself on that pedestal. You put yourself at number 1. And with the water here, it's very much about you putting on your own life jacket on first before you help any others. And this one here, again, it's about stepping back from a situation. Look, if you step back, that tree is growing here, okay? It's a tree of security, it's a tree of certainty, it's on the way, okay? But if you're too much in the thick of things, then you just don't see the clarity, you don't see the bigger picture. But in stepping back, you see the bigger picture, you can see exactly what you need to do to help things kind of sort of move along here, okay? With the number 7, it also connects to spirit as well. You're being helped from the spiritual plane. You may well be seeing signs or like synchronicity, or like synchronicities around this connection. You're almost there, okay? But there is some sticking point here, okay? Something needs to be resolved before things can move to the next level. You're just on the cusp here. You're like in this transitional period, and the transitional period isn't easy. Okay, it's a bit like a plane going from one place to a better place, but experiencing turbulence along the way. Don't forget, the darkest hour is just before the dawn. Please don't forget to leave a comment and let me know what you thought about this new method of reading the cards, which I call Fast and Furious. Thank you.